All right, this was about the Latin Kings, man. This is about the Latin Kings. I'm feeling hype. It's Throwback Thursday. I'm going to throw up one of my old videos. I don't care if you watched it. You watched this video with me. This is my Throwback Thursday video. But I'm talking about the Latin Kings in this one. Big shout out to the Latin Kings. All right. All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. Throwback Thursday. I'm putting up an old video. Make sure y'all catch this video. Watch this video with me. Put your emojis up. We're going to have a little throwback. It's raining out. We're going to sit back. We're going to enjoy these videos together. All right? So now this is about the Latin Kings. I'm in Allenwood. Now, I'm in Allenwood, and Allenwood is not far from, it's in Pennsylvania, so it's not far from Boston, and it's not far from Connecticut. That's where a lot of Latin Kings was coming from. You know what I mean? And, you know, and the Netters was up there. That's when I first heard about the Netters. You know what I mean? When I got to Allenwood. You know what I mean? So now, we in Allenwood, and you got the Latin Kings and the Netters. Of course, they had mad Latin Kings in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and everywhere else. But, you know what I mean? The ones coming up out of Connecticut, they had a little beef with the Netters up there. You know what I mean? You know, you know how that is. I ain't going to get into that. That's their politics. You know what I mean? I respect everybody's politics. So now, they send this little young boy there. A little young boy come there, you know, he like a caramel complexion, about 5'5", about 140 pounds, you know, 150 soaking wet. And he had that curly hair like he was Dominican or something. You understand what I'm saying? But his complexion almost looked like he was black, just so y'all understand. I want y'all to get a good vivid picture. The females call him a pretty boy. You know what I mean? So when the female described that, oh, he one of them pretty boys. You know what I mean? And he about 19, 18, 19, he just come in. And when he come in, of course, the Latin Kings push up in him and they let him know the Latin Kings politics. Say, you a Latin King, so you got to roll with us. You got 30 days to show your paperwork and make sure you ain't hot. If you hot, in 30 days, we're going to stab you up full of holes and send you up off the compound. Or you can just quietly leave when we're not looking within the 30 days if you know you hot when your paperwork comes. But don't stay here if you hot because we don't tolerate that. You know what I mean? So now, ain't nobody tolerating no hot dude on the compound. So this for all the youngins, man. Pay attention. You know what I mean? Don't go to prison. It ain't worth it because you got to deal with these politics. So all y'all on social media talking about if I get caught, I'll tell on the dead body. I'll tell on this body, to everybody. And you know what I mean? I'm not doing time for nobody. I'm not doing life for nobody. Well, when you break the law, commit a crime, and wind up in a prison, you're subject to these politics. Mandatory. You know what I mean? Because they're going to send your ass to the penitentiary with a life sentence. So now, you know, 20, 30 years, whatever. So now, dude is sitting there, and in between the 30 days, he start getting visits. You know what I mean? So now, he getting his little visits in between the 30 days, right? He got a bad cutie coming up. She make J-Lo look like nothing. I mean, literally make J-Lo look like a 3 on the scale from 1 to 10. And we all know Jenny from the Block was that chick. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Jenny from the Block. Big shout out for the Jenny from the Block. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Come on. Don't let me have to pull the joint out. You know what I mean? Because you know there'll definitely be gunshots. And we ain't trying to do that. Just fall back, throwback Thursday. Enjoy the video I'm getting ready to post. Watch it with me. And if you've seen it before, put your comments and get your dialogue going. Now, in between that, he getting all these visits, and everybody looking at this girl. Cause when we go on a visit, this is what we do. We go on a visit, and we look at things, and we tell people like, who had the best chick in the visit? You know? So you go, man, that chick was bad. You know what I mean? Yo, his girl was number one. She knocked that thing down. You know? She was the best thing on the visit. And that's how we like to talk. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like... Yo, it's so funny though, man. It's so funny because he going to visit. His girl come up. She bring 2 girls with her, and both of them is a dime. So he out there with 3 dimes and a little baby. So everybody come back talking about all these girls. They knew only one of them was his. So of course all the Latin Kings pushing up on him. They catering to him, trying to get him to do what he got to do so he can put him on one of the chicks. Because we in jail, we can't meet nobody. So anytime you see a pretty woman and you see one of your homies in there, you tell them put me on your cousin, your aunt, your dog, your pet monkey, Bumbles, somebody. You know what I mean? That's a female. I just want to write somebody. I'm not looking for a romance. I'm just looking for a pen pal, somebody to pass the time with. That's a spiel we usually tell each other. You know what I mean? But what I always say to myself, is, if you asking me for a girl, you understand what I'm saying? That means that you was a piece of shit on the street while you don't have a girl, and you choose to have a girl. So your girl left you because, you chose piece of shit ass women. You know what I mean? So now, we in the joint. Let's get this right. He go back, and everybody talking about these 3 girls. And then out of nowhere, the dude pulls out some balloon. He starts smoking weed with the Latin Kings. He looking out, everybody high. He breaking bread. I mean, he going to commissary. He penitentiary rich. Y'all remember what penitentiary rich is? I told y'all penitentiary rich. I like to have my props. Each one of these books is worth $10. It's about $100 in my hand. You know what I mean? $100 in the prison is a whole lot of money. You can't spend no more than $99 on anything on the commissary. They're not allowed to send you nothing that costs over $100, and I got enough to buy anything on the commissary. Big shout out to Unique. You know what I mean? Penitentiary rich. Now, so as he's smoking his weed, he's looking out for everybody, he's buying the sweatsuits, he's buying the Timex watch, you know what I mean? He got everything he's supposed to have. He got the gloves to work out with, he looking good. He the man. You know what I mean? So now, mind you, they waiting on these 30 days. You know what I mean? So y'all, tell me in the comments how you think this going to play out. Tell me how you think this going to play out in the comments right now as I talk and finish this story. You know what I mean? So now, hit that like button, hit that emoji, and you already know my Instagram is Unique Mecca Audio. If you don't like what I'm saying, and my Cash App is on the screen. I don't care if it's $1, $5, because the game to be sold. Now, I told I'm going to teach you YouTube etiquette. Now, check. So dude going on a visit, the head Latin king in him, he cool, he from his neighborhood, he know the little chicks, he know they some bad chicks he couldn't get when I was on the street because they didn't talk to Latin king gangsters. They was about 24, 25, you know what I mean? But they liked the little young boys. They didn't like the old head Latin kings that had the name who was running the car, on a romantic level like that. So all of them trying to finally get with one of these chicks. Now they in there, they got this, what the females call pretty boy in there. So he got access to him. So he the man, and he going on a visit. He bringing in weed. He making sure everybody eat. He making sure everybody get high. Pay attention. None of this to brag. None of this to boast. Young boys, y'all listen to this and y'all share this video with whoever you know. You know what I mean? From about 14 on up. I'm not going to curse in the video. I'm just going to give it raw so y'all understand how this thing play out. So now, the 30 days come up. You know what I mean? The 30 days come up, and when the 30 days come up, the paperwork comes that my man hot. He hotter than fish grease. That's a saying in prison. Hotter than fish grease. He was jumping out the pot. He was so hot. You know what I mean? He was so hot, he was jumping out the pot. You know what I mean? I'm doing my little comedian thing here and there in between this because y'all been telling me you like my, stories and, I sound like a comedian. So I'm going to make this a little comedic for you. So he's hotter than fish grease. And another saying we say in prison, give y'all some game. That's why I say make sure you donate to the Cash App right there on the screen because I'm sitting here giving y'all this game that's priceless. And y'all ain't not gonna get this story nowhere else. You know what I mean? And you're guaranteed to love this story because I love the way it played out. The ending is flawless. You know what I mean? So now, his paperwork comes, get hotter than fish grease. But then now, we sitting here, we got another saying like I was saying called, a dude getting a pack, not breaking bread, or a dude, family member sending money, he got everything in his locker, and he don't like giving nobody nothing. Then you say that, you know what I mean? He tighter than fish pussy. You know what I mean? That nigga tighter than fish pussy. Now you already know, in order for fish not to drown, the coochie got to tighten up so tight that no water can get in it. So that's extremely tight. All right? Part of my comedian. Let's get a round of applause. Let's get a round of applause. Let's get a round of applause. You know what I mean? Let's get a round of applause and give a shout out to, tighter than fish pussy. Gunshot. Okay. So now, dude sitting there finally hot. So the headline king say, man, come on, man. You hot and you still here. You already know we got to stab you up. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, but, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that. A dude told on me. It went like this. It went like that. He get a bunch of excuses. But my man, he got his eyes set on getting one of those 2 little cuties came with his girl. Plus, he enjoying smoking the weed. He enjoying the stamps he's given. You know what I mean? Because now he's also, like I said, penitentiary rich. So, he's like, yo, come on, you going to give all that up, man? You could do this, man. Only got 60 months. Let me ride out. My girl come up, I'm going to put you on the girl. And he's selling them all types of dreams, and he buying it. You know what I mean? So, He go back and he tell his car, y'all, we gonna let him live, man, because he gonna look out for us. So right now they compromising their morals and principles. No disrespect to the Latin Kings. I'm just telling the story how it played out. You know what I mean? And you know, damn near every car wind up in one penitentiary or another doing something similar to this. And my people's watching this that was in the system already know. So, you know, the head security for the Latin Kings is like, yo, that little weed ain't gonna make it for we to let him stay on the pound, because it ain't gonna do nothing but get us high and get us a couple of soups. He gotta bring that dog food in. That dog food is that heroin. You know what I mean? A balloon of like $10 worth of weed, you know what I mean? A balloon look like about the size of your thumb. $10 worth of weed. You know what I mean? A $20 bag. You put a $20 bag in a balloon on a condom, you bring it into prison, that shit worth $1,000. I tell nobody go do it, just letting y'all know how this thing play out so you get a good visual, because I like to paint a mental story. You understand what I'm saying? A mental story. Now pay attention and don't be Lilliputious. You know what I mean? Don't be Lilliputious and look for things to nitpick at. Just pay attention to the story. So now, a balloon the same size as heroin, you're going to get maybe 3 grams in that. 3 grams, you know what I mean? It go for $3,000 on a pound when you break it down, or you can sell it for $1,000 a gram. So you make $3,000 and you spend $300 to buy it. And that's just dumping it off for somebody else to sell. Then when somebody else buy it, then they break it down, they make $9,000, you know what I mean, off for $300. That's how crazy it is in the prison. So if you youngins want to go to jail to be penitentiary rich, and you know what I mean, to turn into a kingpin, by all means, feel free to do it. But I'm sitting here to tell you that you need Mecca Audio tell you it ain't worth it, don't do it. 'Cause I sat in prison for 26 years and had to witness a lot of these crazy stories that y'all come here every morning to listen to. All right? So don't do it. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you there's a whole lot of money in it. Now, they agreed to have him bringing the heroin, and they tell him he got to get some heroin. So he said, all right, just to stall him. But the whole time he ain't trying to get no heroin, so he telling them that his girl can't find him, there's none in the neighborhood, his girl don't know nobody, da-da-da-da. So, of course, what do y'all think they do? Put in the comments what you think they do. I know I'm going to tell you the answer before y'all get to put in the comment, but what do you think they do when he tell them that his girl can't find no heroin in the neighborhood because she don't know the heroin dealers and users because she's a college girl? You know what I mean? They send her the motherfucking heroin. They send her the heroin. Now, they send her the heroin, and she don't really want to bring it up. Him and her arguing, but they already got it. He telling her, if you don't bring it up, they're going to kill me. These boys is not playing. If you don't bring it up, they're going to kill me. So please bring this heroin up here. You understand what I'm saying? So this is where they at. So she brings the heroin up. They break bread. They eating good. You know, everybody getting a whole bunch of money. They all penitentiary rich. They running around. You know what I mean? They fanning themselves with these little stamps. You know what I mean? They laughing at everybody else because the Latin Kings is on top. Big shout out to the Latin Kings on top. You know what I mean? But everything that goes up must come down. So pay attention. Now, so Cash App on the screen. All right? Instagram on the screen. You know? They go to Instagram. Give me an emoji. I don't care if it's just an emoji if you can't do a Cash App. You know what I mean? Just give me an emoji, and I'm satisfied with that. So now, dude's sitting there, and, you know, everybody eating good. So about a month go by, and, you know, all the dog food is, you know what I mean, being eaten by the dogs. So there's just nothing left, so now they want some more. So they sent him some more. So when they sent him some more, his girl said emphatically, no, I'm not bringing no more. And like, baby, you got to bring it. They're going to kill me. You don't understand, man. I told you, told me to tell you, told me to do what I had to do to save myself so I could be there for our child. And that's what I did. And I'm here, and I need you right now more than ever. Come on, baby. Please don't have these dudes fill me full of holes and send me up out of here. Because I wasn't supposed to work with the government. I knew I wasn't supposed to work with the government, but I still chose to do it, even though I wanted to do it, but you pushed me over the edge and you told me that we're going to do this together. You do whatever I got to do to make my bid sweet. Typical line that, you know, they tell a female when you're in jail, just so you understand. So now, after he done do that, you know what I mean? They send him dope, she brings the dope in. So when she brings the dope in, being that she done argued with him on the visit, beat him in the head, told him, you can't keep doing this, I'm telling you I'm not doing it no more. So he get a bright idea, and when he come off the visit, he goes straight to the lieutenant's office, and he said, yo, my girl just came up, and she told me that a family member died, or a family member dying, or, you know, whatever, and my head is not right, and I feel like I'm going to commit suicide, and they call the psychiatrist. The psychiatrist walk him over to the SHU. That's called a SHU. SHU is Special Housing Unit. They take him over to the SHU. So now they take him over to the SHU, and when the psychiatry take you, they don't even search you. All they do is take your laces and make sure you ain't got nothing to hang yourself, but they don't search you or put you in the dry tank. Coming off the visit, they should have put him in a dry tank. That's what they normally do, but they didn't do it because he went through psychology because he knew how to work the system. So now he up in the hole, and now that same, gram that go for 3,000 on the pound go for like 5, 6 back in the shoe. You understand what I'm saying? And at the time, I think he had like 6 grams. You know what I mean? So at 5,000 a piece, he looking at $30,000 while he back there in the shoe, waiting on the transfer, waiting whatever to get away from these people because they know he hot. They about to put that knife in him because he hotter than fish pussy. Pay attention. Pay attention. Cash App on the screen. Keep it 100. Now, game is to be sold, not told. So now, he back there and he doing his thing and he living good. He's sending the money, this and that. So he's still going on a visit. So when you go on a visit from the shoe, you wear a jumpsuit. Not only be a yellow jumpsuit. He Latin King, so he love it anyway. That's why I'm wearing my yellow and black. Big shout out to the Latin Kings. Big shout out. Big shout out. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. Relax. So now, the Latin Kings go out. So everybody in the shoe go out there with the yellow. So he represent with the yellow jumpsuit from there. So everybody else got to wear like a blue doctor's outfit, a little V-neck, shirt, with the pants to match. Like you see the hospital scrubs, and then they gave you some damn jellies. Remember the jellies the females used to wear, them plastic hard bottom shoes? They make you go out there and degrade yourself in front of your family with these damn jellies on and this stupid hospital gown. So now, they timed this visit. He go out there on the visit. When he go out there on the visit, he on the visit, and he's there with his mother, his wife, and his child. You know what I mean? Child was about 3 years old. Y'all put in the comments what you think happened. You know what I mean? Here go the Latin King, come on a visit. They see him on a visit. So y'all put in the comment how you think that played out. You know what I mean? So now when dude come out there on the visit, they all sitting down there having a visit, and they busy eye screwing each other. They both looking at each other, and he laughing, telling his girl and his mama, you know what I mean, how he got over on them. The dudes are stupid. They was pressuring me to bring it. I wasn't going to bring it. You know what I mean? They think I'm stupid. I'm not going for none of that. Them dudes are suckers. And he talking real greasy about them to his family, and he laughing, eating zoom, wham, wham. You know what I mean? But dude went out there for one mission to handle his business because they knew he was going to be on a visit because his girl come every Sunday. So now while they sitting down, when it get close to the end of the visit, and the police, y'all been to visit somebody in prison or been in prison, you already know how the prison visit the whole world. They go 15 minutes to visit it over. 15 minutes to visit it over. So that's when you will get whatever the last of the zoom, wham, wham. You want to get your family member because in the machines they got candy and chips and zoom, wham, wham, which is just goodies. You know what I mean? That they don't have on the compound. So you might tell your people, go get me a bag of Cheez-Its and, a Milky Way. You know what I mean? Because they ain't got to no commissary. You just want to get a last-minute taste of that before you go back, and you could lay back doing 4 o'clock count and reminisce how good that goddamn Milky Way tasted with them Cheez-Its. Yeah, I know it's a crazy combination, but just bear with me. I got a twisted sense of taste. Now, when they say 15 minutes, that's when, if y'all been in prison again, you already know, that's when people try and get up to leave early to beat the rush because after the visit, they put all the visitors on one side. You understand? All the visitors go on one side of the room and all the inmates go on the other side of the room. You know what I mean? And then you got to wait for like 60 people to go out. So when they say 15 minutes, even though you don't want to give that last 15 minutes with your loved one, you still say, man, I'm getting ready to, go because I'm trying to beat the rush. So now everybody get up to go get ready to leave. The people around, the little Porter, the little Latin King kid, you know what I mean? The one I'm telling you that they call the pretty boy, they get up and they embracing each other to leave. They putting their coats on, and what do y'all think happened next? Put in the comment. How you think this played out? How y'all think this played out? Put it in the comments and see how this played out to you. See if you understand. That's why I tell you youngins, don't get involved in this because this thing is real. And y'all gonna think I'm twisted because I laugh like a mother. It was funny to me. That's where my mentality was at. Then right now, it ain't a little funny guy. I got a little compassion and empathy. But what he did was so funny. What y'all think that the Latin King did to the little AKA so-called pretty boy? You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to tell you the answer. He jumps up, you know what I mean? And he walks over there real nice and slow, like he was, going to the bathroom or going to ask the police to go to the bathroom because the inmates could move around a little bit in the visit. You know what I mean? With the family members that couldn't cross the line by the vending machine. So the police ain't really paying no mind. They watching the people stand up, kissing back, or people kiss by, and, they say that's when they pass the balloons and contraband and things like that. So the police watching them. He walking by himself. They not watching him. Dude sitting there and being that the people around him stood up there embracing themselves, putting on their coat. He couldn't really see what was going on. That dude rolled up on him, got behind him, grabbed him by the chin and ripped him in his face. You know what I mean? Gave him $150 right there. You know what I mean? His mom started screaming. Dude reached over, smacked his moms, and cut his moms in the face too. You understand what I'm saying? His girl jumped up, dude backhanded and chopped her in the face. You understand what I'm saying? So now he done cut, his girl, his mother, and, you know what I mean? And him, And I'm not going to laugh. I laugh like a mother. He was a rat, so he got what he deserved, because that's what happened to rats when you're in the prison. I'm talking from the prison mentality. You're in the system, and you're going through this. But I tell y'all, don't get involved in the streets, because this is how you got to think. Because you're going to witness a whole bunch of this, because they treat rats bad in there. They cut the boy, his mama, and his girl for ratting and stealing the dope from them. You know what I mean? And I laughed. Yeah, I laughed. I'm keeping it 100. My channel is 100, man. Y'all look at me how you want to look at me. I just got off parole yesterday. That was my mentality then. Right now, you know what I mean? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, but I'm just telling y'all like it is. This is how it played out, and this is what I had to live with. I mean, dude jumped up, cut him, cut his mom, and cut his girl. You know what I mean? Blood everywhere. You know what I mean? Mama screaming, the visitor screaming, the baby screaming. You know what I mean? Because, see, mama screaming, and it was chaos out there. You understand what I'm saying? So dude, after he cut him, he played it off, and he walked over to the back door, like he's waiting to be checked out. Police don't know what's going on. All they saw is the dude screaming, so the police in the back didn't even know what was going on. He opened up the door. As soon as he opened the door, dude walked in the back to take off his little hospital gown and his jellies to get dressed to go back to the compound. So they locked the visitor hall down, but being that he was already made it in the back, they allowed him to go back to the unit. And he's the one that put the work in. So he go back to the unit, he passed off the razor blade to his homies, and he tell them what happened. He know they coming to get him because they got cameras in the visiting hall. But he made it out of there and was able to go back and get his props, because 9 times out of 10, he wasn't going to see a lot of them again for maybe a decade, because they get ready to transfer his ass for doing something crazy like that. You know what I mean? But once again, don't hold me. My Instagram is coming up on the screen right after this. DM me and tell me I'm a piece of shit for even laughing, but I'm not gonna lie, I laugh like a mother. You know what I mean? Because the rat got what he deserved. First of all, he was a rat, and second of all, he stole from a man and think that he was gonna get away and the police was gonna protect him. But the shot caller sent one of his hitmen out there, and that's how the Latin Kings work. So if you want to go to jail to be a hitman, but in prison we don't call it hitman, we call it torpedo. If you want to go to jail to be a torpedo, where another man tell you go stab that person or go cut that person, and anybody sitting down with him on the visiting hall, you know what I mean, in the face. You know what I mean? I don't care who with him, you go out there and you cut him in the face because he violated the Kings. You got to do it, my brother. Cash App on the screen. This game is too powerful, man. I don't care if it's $1 or $5. Y'all ain't gonna get it raw like this and respectable like this. You know what I mean? So if you want to be a torpedo, go on out there, but send me a Cash App before you go. It's gonna be a long time before you come back if you make it back. You know what I mean? So let's get a gunshot. Let's get another gunshot. You know what I mean? Do we need another one? All right, so now, all mayhem. So they go back there and they lock dude up. You know what I mean? They wind up getting the dude off the compound. They lock him up. Dude sitting in there, he in the hole. He got big bandages on the face. You know what I mean? About a week later, he going to visit. They got him on separatists, but they got him in cages. When you go on a visit, you got like cages. It's like cells with a wire in between. Like a gate fence in between, and it's caged off, little dog kennels, so you can't get to him. So they put the dude that cut him a couple of things down, and, they talking to each other, and he told him, look, we already sent the word to every prison in the federal BOP, anywhere you go, they gonna get you, nigga. Don't you ever violate the Kings. And that's how official it is in there. That's why I tell you, youngins, don't get involved, man. Cash App on the screen. Don't get involved, man. Don't get involved in crime, because that thing is not nice out there. So don't say I didn't tell you. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Now I'm gonna give you another one real quick, because I'm gonna tell you this. If you want the rest of it, I'll give you the rest of this, let you know play out some similar situation that go down. You understand? For you youngins, share this video. I'm telling everybody, share this video with anybody you know from 14 on up. You know what I mean? I tried not to curse it. I think I dropped the F-bomb one time, and I'm sure they don't use it and heard it a couple of times. But other than that, I'm keeping it clean and respectful. So now, it was another joint where dude was in the joint, and he from the neighborhood. His mama was an old bad chick, and mama know all the dope boys because she screwed the dope boy, but then she got her life together when she had the baby, straightened her life up, and then now this baby still wanted to be a part of the streets because mama still had certain dudes with dope boy mentality and personality and character coming around the boy. So the boy grew up and winds up in prison. When he goes in prison, one of his mama's I ain't gonna tell you the whole thing. If you want to know the whole story, you put it in the joint, man. And y'all need to hit that Cash App again. Yeah, I said it. You know what I mean? So let me just tap out because I don't think y'all really understand what's going on in this joint, man. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Now, where me at? Oh, man. Oh, I'm way up here. My bag. Let me hit y'all with the outro. You know what I mean? Okay. I got some pictures here. For y'all to see.
Cheers, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
This my homies. This my family. Alright, this my team. Let's go. Big shout out to Mo Blind. Alright, and Vegas. You know what we do. Come on, son. Alright, we in the house. Big shout out. Happy birthday, OG.
Fresh up the can of 26. Heat back on the strip. Getting back in the mix. When he mentions a gift, you stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.